So let's go into our Wuji stance. Feet about shoulder width apart, facing forward. Flat on your feet, make contact with every part of your foot. Even dig the toes in a little bit. Bring the hips forward. So the tailbone is pointing towards the floor. Feel like the top of the head is being lifted upward, elongating the spine. Let the shoulders drop down and the arms come forward and just let them hang. Tuck the chin in just a little bit. Actually, we have a tendency when we're lifting the head, the chin comes up, so bring the chin down, as well as just tucking it a little bit so we have nice alignment there. And breathing in and out through the nose. And as you breathe in, let the abdomen expand, drawing the breath all the way down. And then we pause. And then the abdomen contracts back towards the spine, pushing the breath all the way up and out your nose. Just feel the energy flowing down your body, connecting to the ground, connecting to the center of the earth. Become aware of the earth rising up to support you. Becoming one with the earth. And then focus on the breath. Notice the quality of the air as it enters your nostrils. Feel it warm as it goes all the way down to the abdomen. And then notice the warm breath coming all the way up and out the nose. Step out a little wider stance. And just start turning from the waist, nice and easy. Let the hands move through the air in front of you. Try to feel the air moving through your fingertips, moving through your fingers. Maybe begin to notice some resistance from the energetic field that surrounds you. Chinese call that the Wei Qi. Just feel the waist loosening up with each turn, nice and gentle. Breathing in and out through the nose. Nice and slow, deep abdominal breathing continuing. And then turn a little bit further and let the arms start to strike the body. Don't lift the arms. Let the momentum lift the arms. So there's no muscles involved. As it strikes the body, it's sending vibrations in and throughout the body, stimulating meridians, organs, all the different systems. Look over the shoulder, get around a little bit further each time. Try to feel each vertebra turning in place. You could even visualize each vertebra one at a time, starting all the way down at the bottom, working its way all the way up to your neck, turning side to side, one at a time, stacking on top of each other. And now let the hand that's striking you in the front come up and with a light fist striking you on the chest. Stimulating the lung points. And now let that hand come up over the shoulder, hitting the back of the neck. Stimulating the gallbladder and triple warmer meridian. And back down to the chest. Back down to the waist or the abdomen. And see if you can notice an increased level of movement here. Try to slow it down. It helps you feel the energy. It helps you visualize the movement of the vertebra. Now, as you turn the foot that's on the side that you're turning towards, you're going to lift the toe towards the body. So you're going to come up onto the heel. Should feel a little bit of stretch in the calf as you're pulling your toes up towards the body. And go back to flat-footed. This time, the foot that you turn away from, come up on to the toe. Stimulating the kidney meridian. and back to flat foot. See if the back is a little looser. And slow it down. Come back to water waves. See if you can feel that energetic field around you. Good. Slow it down. Using the back of your hands, we're going to tap up and down the sides of the spine from the hips up as high as comfortably. Couple more passes. And turn the hands over, open fist. And all along the top of the buttocks here, from the hip, though not on the hip, to the spine, but not on the spine. Go ahead and tap with an open fist. Now, for those of you that are having lower back issues, one of the things that you may want to think about is massaging or releasing the psoas muscle. You have to do that lying down, so it's not something that we can do together now. But I know I do have a video, at least one, maybe more, on the video section showing you how to do that. The psoas muscle starts here and goes through the girdle of the hips, connecting to the lower back. So very often, lower back issues do not originate at the lower back. It's you've got to get the psoas muscle to release. And you'd be really surprised how wonderful it feels after you're finished. It's a little uncomfortable while you're doing it, but it has great results. Good. Now take your hands, put them on your hips. Put your thumbs on either side of the spine above the hip bone so that they're in fleshy part here. Breathe in and stick your fingers in and lean back. Breathe out, relax, forward. Bring your thumbs up about a quarter, half an inch, and then lean back into them. You breathe in, stick your fingers in there, lean into it. Breathe out, change the position. Breathe in, pause, get a little extra pressure here. Then breathe out, relax, pause, breathe in. And work up only as high as comfortable. As with all of our postures, we always stay within our comfort zone. Should never feel discomfort, certainly not any pain. If you, at any time you do, you need to just back off. You need to limit the range of the motion or not push as hard. Whatever works. If you find you can't do the posture at all, don't just kind of sit back and wait. Visualize yourself doing the posture. And you'll actually be surprised how well that actually works over time. We're just working our thumbs up and down either side of the spine. One more time, coming down. Last one. Good. Keeping the hands on the hips, go to a little wider stance so you're nice and stable. Push your hips back, then to the side, then forward, and then to the opposite side. So we're turning nice big circles with the hips. So the shoulders hardly move. So it's not this, which some people have a tendency to do. The head and the shoulders kind of stay stable, and it's all out of the hips. Beautiful. One more big circle, and then we're going to reverse. So now go back the other way. Good. Slow it down. And imagine your tailbone, the tip of your tailbone is drawing little circles. Just a very small movement. Little circles. And reverse. Good. Again, with an open fist, the leg crease here. Tap up and down through the leg crease. Chinese call this the qua, for the leg gates. Couple more. Good. With a nice stable stance, bring your elbows up. Your arms are bent at about a 40-45 degree angle. The elbows are above the shoulders. You're going to stick your butt out or push your hips back. Keeping the hips back. Lean back. Chest to the ceiling, look up to the ceiling, lean back and pull the elbows down. Feel the shoulder blades coming down and together. Then breathing out, we reverse. Turn our palms towards us, forearms and elbows come together, hips come forward, arch the back, tuck the chin into the chest. Pause, get a little bit extra stretch, then breathe in and start over. Really try to bring the elbows together. It's one thing that a lot of people don't do. They tend to do this. You notice as soon as you pull the elbows together, how the shoulders then pull and loosen the back. So we're opening the chest, closing down the back. as we come up. And then we're closing down the chest and opening the back as we come down. You feel a nice stretch all throughout the spine, especially the lower back. Spinal cord breathing, especially good for any kind of lower back tightness, sciatica, things like that. The key really is to make sure the hips go back when you're going back and come forward as you come forward. So you're giving the back a nice stretch, staying within your comfort zone. If you overdo, you go to an area where that's, move that's uncomfortable, you'll actually delay any kind of benefits that you get from this move. And over time, especially people with sciatica, this just does wonders, opening up the space between the vertebrae. One more time. Good, and let your hands come down. Go to a wider stance. Let's simply start with just moving from side to side. So there's no forward or back movement here, strictly side to side. You can go wider. As things loosen up, open it up even more. If you need for balance or support, you can put your hands on your thighs or just let them hang. Good. Come back to about shoulder width stance. Still side to side, but now it's hips to the side. Then we let the shoulder drop and then the head drops. So it kind of snakes side to side. So you feel the spine kind of moving side to side. Keep it nice and slow. Moves like a river. Imagine you're a strand of kelp in the ocean and the waves are just pushing at you. You're just moving side to side gently as the waves push. Couple more. And slow it down. Good. Let's do a heart move, keeping that wider stance. Just open the chest, look up. Just hold that for a moment. Imagine the sun beating down on you and feel the warm rays on your skin. Just soak up that energy. And then bring your hands together in prayer position and bring the shoulders forward. Really collapse and pull that energy into the body. So we breathe in, pause, breathe out, pause. Heart to the sky. Now we're going to change from this into lung flow. So this time, palms face down. Same idea, lean back, but don't push the chest up. This you're staying kind of level. Then turn palms up, thumb and first finger touch, forearms come together, squeezing it into your body. So we breathe in, breathe out. So we're not leaning back on this. We're not making the chest come up. We're opening just simply side to side. Imagine there's a tabletop here. So the hands run along the tabletop, they flip over, and then they come back along that tabletop. One more time. And this time go back to like heart to the sky. Nice big opening. But then what we're going to do is we're going to swan dive our way down. And then just let everything relax and hang, especially the neck, the head. The knees should be slightly bent, never locked out. Each time you breathe out, see if you can sink a little closer to the floor. You're going to feel tension in the back of the legs. Everywhere else should be just relaxed, just hanging. Let gravity do its work. Now, very carefully, we're going to roll up. So we're not going to just pop up. We're going to first tuck the tailbone. Then the lower back rolls up, stacking the vertebra one at a time. Shoulders are still staying down. Keep stacking the vertebra nice and slowly till you come all the way up and let the shoulders drop back and just lean back just a little bit. And then drop back down. And again, just hang, relax. We won't do it as long this time. Just try to get the back to relax, to release. And now, use the hips first, tailbone curves under, then the lower back, mid back, upper back, shoulders, neck. One last time. Now roll up nice and slowly. Take your time. Good. Let's do 9 ghosts drawing swords. Been doing that a lot lately. It just feels good. Take your right hand, put it at the base of the skull so it's supporting the skull. Take your left hand, palm out in the small of the back, or as we call it in traditional Chinese medicine, the Ming Men point. So I'll mirror you, so I have to switch. We're going to lift the elbow up and back as we look up and back. Twist only as far as comfortable. Breathe out, bring the elbow down and across the body as you look down and back. We pause and we breathe in. Use the pause to get a little extra stretch here, then breathe out. In and out through the nose, unless you feel like tension, then breathe out through the mouth. Your body is telling you that it needs to purge, needs to release energy. Now, if you can, on the way down, start to bring the elbow down almost to the knee. So you're really bending over. Do only what you're comfortable with. Last one. Make it count. Now, as you come up, pinwheel the hands around and switch places. And then look up and back to the left. And then across and down. Last one. Come back up. Bring the hands around. Gathering energy from the ground, bring it up the legs, up the torso, into the chest, and then taking energy that no longer serves us, sending it down to the ground. So we breathe in, breathe out. Now bring your feet together, do the same thing, but come up onto your toes. and then go straight down, clearing to the lungs. Find that focal point about 12 feet in front of you as you do this to help maintain your balance. Last one. Good. Rub your palms together. Or rub your hands together. Go to a wider stance. And we're going to turn the hands. So go ahead and just hold them and now turn them. And the inside arm, the elbow comes up. And then we switch and the opposite elbow comes up. So just get that nice pattern going. Stimulating the Lao gun points in the palms. So keeping that wide stance, as that inside elbow comes up, lean to that side and look to the opposite side. Then come back to the middle and then go to the opposite. Good. One more time each side. Good. Take your hands, separate them a bit, karate chop the air vigorously if you can. Feel the fingers getting heavier and heavier. Go ahead and interlace your fingers. Put your forearms together and turn figure eights. And reverse. Take the sides of your hands and up by the base of the pinkies, hit them together. Turn the hands over and hit now at the base of the thumbs. Turn them over. The base of the hand, just above the wrist bone. Now hitting the wrists together, the inner and outer pass. And switch. Good. Take your hand, put it over the elbow, and just turn some circles here. And then go to the opposite side. Making a bird's beak, we take our 4 fingers and put them to the thumb, both hands. Put them right in, just inside the crease here. Sink those fingers in there. Bring the elbows up, sinking the fingers in deep. Rooster spreads its feathers. or its wings, something like that. And back. Here, really try to open the chest as you're doing this. Good. Let's do owl looks back. So we're going to put our arms out to the sides. As we look over our left shoulder, we rotate the entire arm back. Come back to center, and rotate back. Then we turn under as we look over the opposite shoulder. Make sure to rotate the entire arm, not just the wrist. Good. Drop the hands down in front of you. Let's do opening the flow. So as you breathe in, let the wrists float up. The hands are just kind of long for the ride. As you breathe out, they float down. As they come up, put some weight into the heels. As they go down, weight into the toes. So you're rocking back and forth just a little bit. Try to make this movement as effortless as possible. Try to get to the point where you feel like it's just the breath that's causing the arms to rise and sink. So we breathe in as it comes up. We pause. We breathe out as it goes down. Try to make it as slow as you can, so making the breath nice and long and deep. See if you can feel as the hands are coming up the back of the fingers or rubbing up against something of substance. And as you go down, it's the fingertips. It's like there's a waterfall in front of you and you're just rubbing lightly the fingers up the waterfall, then down the waterfall. One more time, then we're going to transition into Kuan Yin Paints the Rainbow. So let your right hand come up, around, gathering energy, pushing that left hand up, and then both palms face down. Then the left hand scoops around, pushes the right hand up, and then down. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more time. Good. Now let's do something from the QiGong. So the fingertips are facing the floor, the thumbs are facing straight out. You're stretching the fingers and thumbs apart as far as you can, really building tension here. You're going to lift while you got that tension going. Then relax. Bring them into the chest. Bring them out just to the shoulders, then push the fingers down, stretching all along the top of the hand and the wrist. Then relax. Then pushing with the heel of the hand, pulling the fingers back. And bring it back to the shoulders, relax. This time stretching the fingers to the horizon. Relax, bring it in and down. So we start over, breathing in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out and down. Breathe in. Breathe out. Sorry. One more time. Bring your feet together. Put one palm over the other. Let's bring down the heavens. Palms up just one time. Gather the energy. Feel that weight in your palms. Pause. Push the energy down through the top of the head, down the torso, down the legs as your palms come one over the other. Feel the energy coming out of your palms, going into your abdomen. Feel that energy then spreading out from your abdomen, spiraling down your legs and up your torso. Filling every part of your body with a beautiful, warm, loving light. Allow that energy, that light to expand outward, encasing you in a protective cocoon. And as you float weightlessly inside the cocoon, begin to notice what it feels like to be safe, to be healthy, to be at peace. Take a deep breath, gather those energies, those feelings, and take them with you for the rest of the day. Thank you.